that same principle. You know, and those that are not, then you don't have time to do what he's saying here because you're so busy trying to make sure you make all this money. It ain't about that. This is the end of the world, and people are still out there trying to do the same thing they've been doing all this time. It's not going to work. That's why I said, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. You ain't going to be ashamed. Rightly dividing the word of truth. Rightly dividing the word of the Most High. The laws of the Most High. Learning it, living it, and apply it in your life. But how are you going to do that if you don't know these precepts? You don't have topics. You don't have, okay, what subject matter you want to go over? Let's go here, let's go there, let's go there. Everywhere. It's a book of life. It's the book of life. How to live right. How to be righteous. We just showed you. Through the Spirit. The truth is the law. Rightly dividing the word of truth. And when you look at Joshua 1 and 8, when you understand the Bible, it's right after Deuteronomy, Joshua 1 and 8. It says, this book of the law, see, the Bible is a book of laws, shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then, he said, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. So you're supposed to be speaking about the laws of the Most High. The things that you learn from the Bible that you're applying in your life. It shall not depart out of thy mouth. So you're supposed to be talking about something spiritual concerning the word of the Most High, his laws. But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. See, people, if you don't meditate on these laws, then what are you following? The way everybody else follows. Way of the world. Feelings, emotions. Most High ain't dealing with that. You're going to stand there and cry before Mashiach Yahushua, you're going to say, kill him. You got an opportunity. Next. That's how it's going to be. Or you might already be dead. Thrown in the lake of fire. 2/3 of our people not going to make it. Because they're not going to follow this. You can't play with this. This is serious as can be. Especially the Most High Sabbath day. Everybody finds something to do. You allow Satan to have you do something besides what you're supposed to do. And that's honor his Sabbath. It's very important. He says, Joshua 1 and 8, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. I think about, you have conversation with people and you think of scriptures. You think of this, you think of how you've heard a situation or some type of way to be able to relate life, this life that we're in now, according to the word, because it's nothing new under the sun. It's still the same. Once you start to meditate on this word day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, that you may be able to do according to all that's written in this Bible, in the law. Remember, it's a book of laws. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. See? Then you're going to make your way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Good success. Because all success is not good. Some success, if you see people, this is their consolation right now. This is all she wrote for them right now. That's why it says in Isaiah 8 and 20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, because you ain't meditating on this word day and night, they speak according to this, they speak not according to this word. It is because there is no light in them. There's no light in them. If they don't speak according to the word, because you look at the word and the law go right together. The word and the law go right together. Because the light is what? The law. How do you prove it? That's why it said a workman rightly dividing the word of truth. It says there's no light in them. I mean, what kind of light? Or the spirit's not in us? If the spirit when it's not in us, we're going to die. This is what he's talking about. Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. See? And reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So now that we looked at pretty much a few, let's go over one more. Isaiah, well, maybe a few more. Isaiah 34:16. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Most High and read. No one of these shall fail. None, no other book, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. See? Seek ye out of the book of the Most High and read. You gotta read, like we're doing now. You gotta find time to seek out of the book of the Most High, the Bible, and read it. No one of these shall fail. No one of these prophecies shall fail. None shall want her mate. You can't match any book with it. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. So, looking at 2 Peter's 1:20, says, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, just like we reading from the Old Testament. It says, it had come by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And strength of salvation. You hear this? Strength of salvation. The fear of the Most High is his treasure. That's, the Most High loves that. He loved for us to have the fear of him. So if you don't believe it, wait till you start visiting and you start seeing more deaths upon us because we don't fear him. That's why I went to 2 Timothy 2:15 to show you how he says, study to show yourself approved unto the Most High, a workman, meaning a man that's working in these scriptures, that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, rightly dividing the law. Which the Bible is a book of laws, telling us instruction of the Most High. Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. See, nobody can tell you anything, you're a fool. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. That's why Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, which is the proper application of knowledge. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Get understanding. The angel Uriel brings understanding. Now, when you look at Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, in the 6th verse. lead us. It says, keep therefore, and let me read verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Most High my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore, which is the law, he said, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. So wisdom is the principal thing, but with all I get understanding. So the law, following the laws of the Most High, says, keep therefore and do them, do the laws of the Most High, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. This is what the nation is supposed to be saying, not looking at us, looking down upon us, like we ignorant, not knowing. For what nation is there so great who have the Most High so near unto them as the Most High, Yahweh, our power, is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? He said, to only take heed to yourself, to thyself, that's yourself, and keep thy spirit diligently. See, you got to be in this, diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen. You forget these words that the Most High has given us. And all the judgments that the Most High brought upon the Egyptians in different times, that we in our day and age know that the Most High have brought forth all kind of havoc, his wrath and his blessings on this earth. So only take heed to thyself, verse 9, and keep thy soul or thy spirit diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart or your mind all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons, so they can teach them to their children. Psalm 78 and 5. So this is why I got to go through this, because this is why we all messed up. Because we're not looking at and meditating day and night on what's right according to the laws of the Most High. This is why we all jacked up as a nation. Psalm 78 and 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob, not no religion, and appointed a law in Israel. See? A law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children. We're supposed to know these laws. But see what they did? They took our name out of existence in slavery. I look at people who don't want to go back to slavery. You better recognize. Everybody else recognized their past. But we don't want to recognize slavery. You better realize this. That's why if that's the case, don't recognize 4th of July. Why are people celebrating 4th of July? Talk about Independence Day. Oh yeah, we're going to be singing Independence. We're going to be singing Independence Day. We're going to teach our children that we're going to have in the kingdom about Independence Day. Yeah, we're going to have a great Independence Day that's going to last how long? Forever and ever and ever and ever. Hallelujah. That's right. It says, for he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel which he commanded our fathers, that's our forefathers, that they should make them known to their children, that the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children. See, this is what's supposed to happen from generation to generation. You teach your boys, they teach their boys, teach their boys, they teach their wives, and they teach the children. that they might set their hope in the Most High, have faith in the Most High, and not forget the works of the Most High, but keep his commandments. It's very important. It's very, very important. He said, but keep his commandments. It might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart or their mind aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High. See? We didn't keep the covenant, the contract, the agreement that the Most High only had with us. We want to go somewhere else. We learned the way of the heathen. He told us in Jeremiah 10:2, learn not the way of the heathen. What do? We mingle among the heathen. That's why I keep saying, you are Edomanized until you start meditating on what's right according to the laws, statute, commandments of the Most High, and applying them in your life. Because the diabolical plan to take our name out of this, you think they're going to teach you the righteous way of the Most High when they don't know it, and they never going to know it, as it is written? As for the way of the Most High, we have not known it. So you think they're going to, all of a sudden, the end of the world, they're going to start teaching you the righteous way of the Most High? I don't think so. It's not going to happen. This is what they know. That's why you have pork, the other white meat, red lobster. You have men marrying men, women marrying women. You have the children right here in California. If girls say she's a boy, can go to school and not deal with the parents at all. Look how they bought. A boy could be a girl. I'm a girl today. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with the ones that's real slick. Because you know our people, even the children, they real slick now. They're going to pretend like they are and go up in there, and it's going to be a whole lot of havoc. We'll see how that works out. But see, the problem with our people, we follow that. All of a sudden we get numb to it. Oh, that's normal. It's not normal. Most High made a man and a woman. He said, populate the earth, procreate, bring children on earth. That's why you tell them what you see. How you gonna tell your children something when you don't have no children? You can't have a children because you with a man and you a man. You with a woman and you a woman. Oh, that's right, you can adopt it. So now you're gonna make them be the same way. Genocide against us, man. That and abortion clinics. 50 million of us die, and they're taking the bodies and say, sell them to these restaurants. The earth is defiled, man. This is what they know, Ezekiel 39:23. That's why we got to be cleaned up. All of this from John 17:17. Sanctify them to thy truth. Thy word is truth. This is the word of the Most High. Ezekiel 39:23. And the heathen, that's these nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. See, they know this. So how you going to follow someone? They know this. They know that we went into captivity, slavery, and bondage for our iniquity, because they trespassed against me, because we trespassed against the Most High. Therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword, according to their uncleanness, according to our transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. The heathen know this. So what you think they're going to do? They're going to show you the righteous way? That the Most High can shine his face upon us? And then you see all the ones that he used to just annihilate to make sure that everybody knew it was him. 145,000. Murdered. We ain't lift up a hand. Lift our hand to do nothing. That's what he getting ready to do now. He getting ready to show up. He gonna make himself a name. Just like he did in Egypt, brought all those plagues in Egypt, he gonna do it worse than that. He gonna be all in all. Our power, the Most High. See, these nations know this. They know that we went into transgression behind following the way of the heathen. And the Most High said, don't do that. Don't look at them. He said, don't even let your sons get with them, your daughters get with them, because they're going to turn your mind away from him. That's what most of our people, they don't really have the mind of the Most High, the mind of Mashiach Yahushua, because they follow the way of the world. This is what you're dealing with, people. James 4:4, that's what you're dealing with. That's why we got to come back to the love, brotherly love. It starts with coming back to the Most High. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? You at war with the Most High. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. So if you lock into this world, you are enemy of the Most High. That's why we got to change. We got to become a new creature. St. John 17:17. And this is how we're going to do it. Through this word. St. John 17:17. Sanctify, which means to clean us up. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. So, Ephesians 4:22. We got to be cleaned up through the word as we're reading. Ephesians 4:22. This brotherly love that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. So when you hear some people say, I've been like this all my life, you ain't put off the old man or the old woman. You just still remain the same, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, the way you think. You got to think different. Colossians 2:11. You gotta make that change, people. This is very important. You gotta make a change for the better. You see that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the lustful, deceitful lust. Colossians 2:11. In whom also ye are circumcised with the circumcision made without hands, in putting off the body of the sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Mashiach, teaching us how to follow the law. See, we got to circumcise our mind.